Well, Ed, we got something interesting here from the files of YouTube. We found this Crime Stoppers thing down in Louisiana. It's this lieutenant, big good old boy, and he cuts a hell of a promo. He does a hell of a promo, and you got to hear this one. There's one on Reddit that's blowing up where he's telling some guy broke into like a restaurant, supermarket restaurant type deal, and said, "Boy, I'm gonna catch you. Then I'm gonna have a cheeseburger, some French fries, and a Coke, and all you're gonna get is a small hardened sandwich inside of a tiny cell. Boy, I'm gonna make you famous." And it was pretty funny. But going through YouTube, there's other ones, and this guy has so many gems. And this particular one, I think you'll love. It's the case of somebody who broke into a man's home and stole some guns, and the sheriff and the lieutenant, they ain't too happy about it.
We'll be right back.
On Tuesday, May the 5th, sometime during the morning hours between 7 a.m. and noon, criminals broke into this residence on Highway 743, ransacked the home, and stole several firearms. The thieves stole an entire gun safe loaded with weapons. Detectives are working on leads and DNA. The investigation continues. A hard-working husband and wife live in this home. They lost more than just valuables when the back door was kicked in. The sanctity of their home was violated. Their peace was destroyed. What if this was your home? Every man wants to protect his wife and children. This husband's only wish is that he had been here when the thieves broke in. He assures me this would have ended different. I believe him. If you're one of the men who committed this felony theft, pay attention. I'm talking to you now. You can't tell me you had it any tougher growing up than the rest of us. You're not a victim. You didn't break into this house because your daddy didn't hug you enough. You did it because you've lost your way, because you've given up on life. But you can turn that around right now. Today, you can start to make things right. All of us fall. It's time for you to stand back up. Turn yourself in, son. If you don't, well, that's your choice. But we will find you. And because you stole firearms, we will consider you armed. So I strongly advise, choose wisely.
How great was that? I mean, I love the guy's... I'm sure he's not acting or anything. I'm sure he's not acting or anything. I mean, how great was that? The guy has so much cadence. He talks plain. He talks straight. He tells it like it is. Now, me and you, we love a good promo. Whether it be for wrestling or anything else, MMA or whatever. And this guy, this is natural talent. This is just, it's no act. He's just being him. He's telling it like it is, son. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna make you famous. There's two ways you can do this, son. The easy way or the hard way. I prefer the easy way, but if you want to do it the hard way, we can do that too. So, Ed, I know you got years and years of wrestling experience. And one thing they tell you to do is, Dusty Rhodes has said it best. He said he told Jim Cornette, "Boy, nah, you got 3 minutes, son. Go out there and sell me some tickets, boy, baby. Go out there and sell me some tickets." So you got the topic on hand. How would you, off the top of your head, do this?
Now, right here in Crime Stoppers, you gotta understand, we have a very small community around here. So everyone understands where everyone is. Now, we know that somebody had broken in to this person's house and they had stolen a safe. That safe was full of firearms. Now, I don't want to be all constitutional about this whole thing, but when you break into someone's house and you steal their firearm, well, son, that is the worst thing you can do to a law-abiding American. Now, understand this, boy. You are a law-breaking American. And breaking American laws is breaking American guts. And breaking American guts is what I breathe every fucking day. So you think you're going to come out here with these guns? Out on the streets? Out on my innocent streets? Where my whole community, which we trust, which we understand each other? Do you realize that this man, he has to go home every night to his wife and say to her, "Honey, I'm sorry that people broke into the house. I'm not a real man. I broke down in tears. I'm crying on your little shirt strings, baby, going, please don't divorce me. I didn't mean for them to break in and take our guns. You think that this man is going to look at every other man in this community's eyes and see that he's just as equal as us? Hell no. There's no fucking way in hell. So you understand what you did by taking in to this man's house and breaking in and taking this man's safe full of guns, which he could have shot you if he were home. At least that's what he says. He's trying to save face, which I understand. You don't want to look like a little pussy boy in front of your little woman there. But if you think that he's going to be able to look at anyone's head at high and look at somebody's face and see a man staring back at them, he's living in a fantasy world. And you put him there, Mr. Thief, Mr. Robbing Thief Burglar. Well, boy, we don't take that around here in this community. We don't take that around here in this area. We don't take that when it comes to coming around here, because this is America. And if you come into America, you better have a goddamn green card. Otherwise, you ain't stealing shit, motherfucker. You ain't taking no safes. You ain't taking no guns. You ain't taking nothing from us, because we're a community, we're America, and America's got balls, and we're going to take yours, you son of a bitch. You better give goddamn them guns back, and all of them better be buried right next to me, and I'm going to make sure of it, you piece of shit. Listen to me, boy. I need you to turn yourself in. Because if you don't turn yourself in, you'll understand the grace of God's going to force you to turn yourself in. You're going to think to yourself, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad looking dude. You're going to turn yourself in because God's going to bring you there. But you better find it before I do. Because if I find you before God does, I'm going to make sure that your balls are safe in my pocket. What's the matter with you, boy? Didn't mommy let you fuck her when she had the chance? Didn't daddy take you into the back room and let him spank you on the bottom whenever he wanted to tickle your little balls? Didn't any of that happen? Well, listen to me, boy. I'm going to make sure someone's tickling your balls when you're going to prison. Prison can be a really respectable place if you know how to show and give respect. That means taking it up the ass and bending it over and making sure them balls are nice and shaved. Listen to me, boy. You better come back to prison. You better turn in these guns. You better make this man whole as he can be, because there is a hole in his heart as big as the state of Texas. And that hole is called his manhood. You better make sure that his manhood's back. I better see some manhood when I get back here. Otherwise, boy, I'm going to make sure your balls are stuck right here in my pocket. Make sure you call in. If you got any information on this cocksucker, make sure you tell me first. I'm going to make sure that we got the deputy, we got the posse, we got everybody. We got the Lances in the back. It don't matter. We'll get everybody, all the blackjacks. We're coming for you, motherfucker. You're going to come after us. We're coming after you because you want to take American balls? Well, boy, make sure you got a tea bag for them balls, because we're going to be dunking yours. Peace out.
Well, I'm sold. That was the damnedest thing I've ever heard. I mean, you have no idea how hard I was trying not to laugh during that whole thing. It was a lot of biting down on my hand, just, like, yeah. That's some master stuff right there. That's what you call great improv, folks. You don't need to, it's one thing to write it down and script every word, but as long as you get a general idea, get some bullet points in your head, fly off the handle, that's what you call a promo master. So, as always, check out our links below in the subject section, or whatever the hell they call it here on YouTube. Bug us on Twitter. Check out our Tumblr page, Podcastinator Mania. That's all one word. .tumblr.com. The links are all there. We also want to thank the fine folks at damn it, where are you? At KATC Television down in Louisiana, Crime Stoppers for St. Landry Crime Stoppers, and Lieutenant Clay Higgins especially for that wonderful thing. I sure hope they caught the sons of bitches.